present at our meeting today. I'm going to talk about multiculturalism and literacy in the secondary classroom. And basically, what we are defining multicultural literacy as is multiculturalism, an expanded and more detailed picture of the social, cultural, and intellectual history of our country and the world. And so we teach world literature, and so we are always tasked with bringing in texts from all over the world. And so basically what I'm talking about is the benefits of bringing in voices from different cultures so that all of our students feel represented and seen in our curriculum. And as we know, often we have a very Eurocentric view when it comes to the American literature curriculum. And so I'm basically talking about why we should move past that. I've got some more research up here, but basically we want to add in multicultural text so that we can improve engagement and focus as shown by research, specifically for our students that are in demographics that are not typically represented in literature. So for us, that would be mainly our African American students and our Hispanic or Latino students. Okay, so you may have heard of the concept of windows and mirrors. Have you guys heard of this before? So I love this idea, but basically literature can be a window into an experience that they have never seen before, or a mirror in which they see themselves represented. So multicultural literacy curriculum is one that is balanced and that students would have both of these experiences at least once throughout the year. So windows, obviously they're able to see into a new experience, and this has been shown to have an impact on students with stereotyping. When they're able to see into other cultures, they're able to have less negative stereotypes because they're experiencing a culture they may not have known before. And mirrors, we know that when students see themselves in literature that they feel more connected and therefore are more motivated because they feel a positive emotional connection to the text. This is all based on the sociocultural concept of reading and learning. And so Vygotsky is a theorist that says that reading is social, and often reading is thought of as an antisocial thing that you just do by yourself over here. But Vygotsky, his theories are all that the best learning takes place with social learning. So we do this every day where, our kids are in groups, they're experiencing things, they're talking about things. We know that through discussion they're learning. So that's what social learning is all about. And so basically his claims are that reading can also be social when a kid really enjoys the text. They feel like they are engaging with the characters, and that's why kids read fiction, to engage with the characters and to feel a part of a world that they would not previously be part of. Which was a really good Sesame Street episode about this. If you guys are interested, watch the race on. But basically, while reading, readers let go of their own views to experience and give into the world of story and identify with the protagonist's point of view. And because of this, like I talked about before with the mirrors and the windows, students are able to either see something new and to take that as an experience where they see something that they've never seen before, or read about a perspective. For my students specifically, I feel like they learn a lot when reading Persepolis because they know nothing about the Iranian Revolution, and learning about this gives them a new perception of Islam. And then it can also improve their cognitive skills because when they invest in characters, they're able to engage and they're critically evaluating the text that they read as if it were a social experience. Finally, when we apply their learning to the real world by bringing in outside news sources and texts that are going to make them critically think, they are going to be more engaged naturally. And I know this is kind of taking a turn, but there's kind of two sides to engaging them multiculturally. And one is giving them texts from the past that involve all types of cultures, and also showing them sources in the news now, and showing them that we care about what is going on in the world. And I like this quote: if we expect young people to hear us, we must also address what's happening in our society, the growing racial divisions, widening economic gulf, and the increasing dissatisfaction of our youth. And that could be, that's in 1994. But I think that showing our students that the ideas of culture and race that we talk about in literature can also be seen today, and by showing them that that matters and that their voice matters in the global discussion of humanity. So beyond reading diverse reading selections, literacy curriculums can be culturally aware by infusing critical media literacy into class time so that students know how to approach the media, like you were talking about with bias. By giving them the tools, by walking them through reading media texts in class, then they're able to critique the mainstream media and apply that approach to literature, and therefore they can apply that to social change as well. So teaching students to think critically about culture is a huge win for multiculturalism and literacy. Finally, some resources for us as world literature teachers. We are constantly synthesizing these cultures, and we want to represent the students in our classrooms and cultures beyond. And many of us are doing this already, but basically I just wanted to provide a space for us to think about some of the ways that we could add more voices into our curriculum, especially as a world literature curriculum. So on your handout, I attached just a couple of examples, and this is very, very skimpy in terms of examples. I just wanted to throw a couple out there that I have used. And then I just have a Google form that basically just says, what are some voices or what are some multicultural texts that you use in your classroom, so that we can kind of synthesize a list to have, so that we are able to better represent all of our students in the classroom. That's it. All right.